Alright. Okay. First up, chat. We have the legendary doggos for three doggos. Took me 24 attempts to beat this thing. Or, yeah. And basically 24 hours, or 23 hours to beat. The music's nice. Them splitting up to 3 dogs is perfect for this type of game where there's 3. And they're less aggressive in single player. So they actually balanced it when they split up into 3 into that mode. Obviously best boy. One of my favorite bosses so far. Oh my god, also the longest just figuring out Elden Ring Nightreign. It was good. It's still very challenging even after beating it a couple of times. It's just that good. Doggo mouth, big jaw, big doggo jaw. I'm gonna big doggo jaw. He is going into big bite tears. Oh wait, no, I was about to say big bite tier B, but he's actually S. You know why? He actually utterly destroys your computer after he gets to his second phase. His second phase lightnings up the whole round, and he's the only character in this entire game that obliterates your computer. I have a 5080, and it still caused my game to lag like crazy. It's like, what? Man destroys your computer as a strat. But they'll probably patch that, and it's going to be less. I would put him somewhere B because you can, if you dodge good and stuff, you don't get any damage period. He doesn't have any AoE obliteration projectiles. He only has like a shockwave, and he just constantly tries to bite you the entire time. And then if he does command grab you, he actually gives you time for everybody else to utterly obliterate. You actually benefit for getting command grabbed. But yeah, just because of his second phase, he's up there. Just because it's just funny to utterly obliterate your computer for no reason to me. Alright. The bug duo. I would actually say the music's okay. The boss itself, the halfway point is utter trash. Absolute trash. The bug halfway point. And then when it gets to the second phase, it finally gets challenging, but all it is spamming projectiles everywhere. You are dodge rolling until they finally decide, alright, he molts, you can hit the moth a couple of times, and you just continue that over and over again. And you just hope for the best. I would say out of all the bosses, yeah, this one's the most disappointing. It's disappointing at the beginning, and then when it goes Super Saiyan, it's just a bunch of hitboxes wherever it goes. It's not... Oh my god, the worst one is that laser beam that absolutely wrecks a res person. Like a person that's sitting there, it targets a person that's already down, so it's very difficult to get them up. It's just 2 big bugs. 2 big bugs. And also this bottom one is just the worst. The only hitbox you get hit by him is the little scream. The scream out of this lad is the only one you get hit by. But besides that, oh man, okay. Let's move on from the darn bug. Oh man, his medallion's pretty cool. I kind of forgot the medallions. This one's okay. It doesn't have a lot. It gives you stamina. This one gives you crits. Awesome for crit builds. Anyways, this one has a poison, but it still doesn't redeem the fact of how you gotta beat it. It's just constant hitbox everywhere. All right, we got the sleeping flea, the most memeable one. Actual sleep. People sleep at this boss. It's hilarious how sometimes you can lose if you don't understand or just dodge. But, the nuke is not a threat, you run away. Or, if you're the arrow lad, you shoot it down, it's done. Sleeping, flea, the music, I would go to sleep to. Which is nice for that reason, but... The boss fight itself and the character design. People relate it to the final boss of Elden Ring, which I haven't seen. So once I see that, I'll probably have a big reaction. It's a Bloodborne fight. But man, that sleeping mechanic basically becomes useless. I like the bombs though. I'm gonna put sleeping Fee and B for bombs. It's just it goes on for a long time. But all right, next guy, Mr. Goatman, Goatman himself. I really like his mechanic of getting to make a deal with the devil, and he jump scares you later on in the game, which is hilarious. I don't know if he's the reason why there's a level explosion thing. I'm pretty sure I'm getting that confused with somebody else. But this lad, Madness, there's not a lot of Madness weapons, so it's very hard to counter him. I think there's like one Madness spell. So you just have to respect his when he's trying to power up. Like this goat man likes to power up, and if you incorrectly smash his when all those seals are around him and he's powering up, if you just try to attack him directly during that form, he will go Super Saiyan and just spam the same move over and over again. And if you're not right to dodge, you lose. Your whole squad loses just because nobody knows how to dodge it. But it's very important to dodge with this character. And once you figure out the madness mechanic, you just pick up the gems on the ground. Easy mode when it comes to that. But it's because of the fact that a lot of people don't know the mechanic. I felt like when I was playing this guy multiple times, everybody wasn't picking off the gems on the ground. It must have been their first time, and it's really difficult to get everybody on that. Like, oh man, I go with B. Hey, snooze the ad. All right, I give him B, higher than the flea, because people still fall for the goat man's shenanigans, but. His theme's pretty good. But I still put him in B. Alright. The Centaur. Literally the best boss fight when it comes to his mechanics and his throws. But man. It's a dude that has a leftover arm. Kinda acts like that one lad from Bloodborne that had like the shape-shifting arm. His lightning things are cool. He's weak to lightning. His medallion's really good for parry, guarding lad. Oh, I forgot to mention this lad's medallion. Half of the gift shop. Not the best one, but not the worst. So he belongs in mid. Man. Took me 3 tries to beat this lad. I don't remember his theme very much. So he's going to belong in A. Just because of the music. Boss fight's really cool though. It felt rewarding even though it took me like three tries. It felt really rewarding beating that guy. Alright, let's get Mr. Ice Dragon, the Fracture of the Fog. Utterly beautiful. Is it a hard fight? No. But the music is just god tier, and it's a flippin' dragon. I love it. He also gives you a medallion that has the frost ability. He has a awesome, he has awesome moves, ice moves, and then he literally throws the ceiling at you on the bottom with ice. And then you have to, he mixes up with like these stone pillars. Which, I believe in the fight we won, he didn't use once, but it was good. It was a good fight. The Nightman. I'm biased. Not as good as the Ice Dragon with theme and stuff. Ice Dragon did not spare as much of the challenge, but it was fun. But yeah. Night Lord, the major baddie. He literally cuts a universe in half. And he also puts it on fire and everything goes everywhere. Goodness gracious. Was it cinematically awesome. I put this guy in S. And he has a pretty nice, cool, random ability with his medallion. Not as good as the Ice Dragon. The Ice Dragon was like, oh, jaw-dropping. Music's okay. I like the music. What really gets me is that Moonblade that he has. Haha, funny. He's also theorized to be the Tarnished or whatnot. Or before Tarnished. I don't know how that all goes. But yeah. This is my tier list. Yeah. I'd say half of the bosses are goated. I gotta say. Half of the bosses in this game are goated. And some, like this one, just utterly sucked to me. Like, the music's not rememberable. The first phase sucks in general. It's just like, oh, whatever. And then you get to the next phase, it's like, oh, now you're actually showing your stuff. And your stuff is quite infuriating. Sleeping Flea, it's hilarious. The goat has the meme. Anyways, this is my tier list. I love that my chat Floorcore yells, I'll gift you a sub if you beat him! And I did. That was awesome. We'll see when I play all the characters how I feel about the bosses, but this is all with Wilder and beating them with 3 people. I really enjoyed it all. Definitely. Alright, next. That's chairs. That's my tier list. Can we save this? I'll save it later. Alright. That was the boss tier list. I just realized my face was inside this whole time. Next time, I go over here. And we flip it. Yes, chair tier list is next. After my character tier list. Alright. It is flipped vertically. Yes, for some reason. Alright, there we go. Cool. Gosh, this game. Ice Dragon was definitely my favorite boss fight. It was just jaw-dropping. Alright, chairs will be last. Alright. Alright, here we go. This is not the order that I see fit of me playing. Alright, there we go. Alright, these are the 3 basic ones at first. But anyways. Boom. Like, do I have to say anything? This is my most houred character. Period. I love this guy so much. I love great swords. Sadly, there's no mini-boss tier list yet. I will do that eventually. But first character tier list. Wilder. I'm going to butcher all these guys' names. But, I love the grapple hook so much. It's my favorite thing in this entire game. I love being able to move so quickly. And then I love his exploding ult. I love being invincible. He gives me the ability to bonk and also travel at the same time. He's all around. When I feel like I use this character, I can use anything that I grab off the ground and everything is goated. And then his ability, you can add more jewels and stuff, and he has this story quest ability that actually puts his sword on fire. It's like, that's awesome for the 2 bosses, like the Ice Dragon and the bug, the insect, the annoying insect. I love how I have my favorite boss being weak to fire and my least favorite boss being weak to fire. But anyways, yeah, 10 out of 10. Love this guy. Favorite character, Mr. Perryman. Now, because I barely have any hours in the other characters just yet, this is going to be probably revised after I play the characters some more. Mr. Perryman. When I have a Perryman on my team, he's obviously like the best guy on my team or the worst guy on my team. He's the best player or utter trash. So that's why I'm gonna have to put him in mid. The funny wolf meme, I'll give him a because he has the funny wolf meme. He turns into a giant wolf. That is hilarious when that happens. But that ability is good damage and gives him health, but used in the wrong hands, they still die. They utterly still die afterwards. It's utter sadness when that happens. And seeing a guy have 2 katanas with this is really good, especially if they're doing stacking blood. Good. but utter trash when they don't play it well. Gosh, man, the players that play good with this character, this is why he's still an A, is phenomenal. But then the trash ones are utter trash. All right, we know the real best character of this game. This guy is utterly insane. The amount of like projectile nonsense. When you're dealing with multiplayer-based games, FromSoft, when it comes to bosses, I was really impressed with the bosses this time around. But a lot of the bosses have a hard time with multiple characters on the field. So when you have a zoner character in a game that mainly focuses on attacking and being up close, this guy just wrecks everything in the entire game. There's no hand down. The amount of times that I won with a squad of possibly 2 or 1 of these guys, it's just, it's a win. It's a win. It's a win. 80% of the time. It's just, you win. The fact that more people, like, this is the most I've seen. Like, this is the guy that you play. Big time. You want to carry your team, just lols, haha, arrows. All day long. Give this guy the bows that he needs, he carries. Like, you distract the boss the entire time, you win the game. You just win. Alright. Mr. Birdman! Mr. Birdman. I give him a B. The guys that I've experienced played with kind of does a shield. Just shields the entire time. When he tries to revive you, it stinks. Most of the time. I've had one good Birdman. He also has the Solaire skin, though. So that's why I have to put him in A. But he belongs to B. He has the Solaire skin, though, so I put him in A. Oh, my goodness. This guy with his guarding. If they would hold the button to be invincible longer, they basically are doing nothing the entire time and just sitting there, being a forethought of being hit. And the problem with that is that I feel like the game targets the bow and arrow guy a lot at times, so you have to get the guy's attention. If you're not damaging the guy and you can't like run up like Wilder can, or whatever his name, this guy, like, you're not distracting him. You're not distracting the boss. But yeah. I'm gonna go back and put him in B. We gotta have a character in B. Duchess! Duchess! I have not had a lot of good Duchess in my life. Their ult feels like it needs to be invincible or you reduce damage or something. You can probably do some crazy stuff with this character, but goodness gracious. The little times that I played is a skill issue, but man, I'm really disappointed. Now, you can do some massive damage with that time whatever, but the amount of people that I've seen it, not much. Like, it takes a lot of skill, and I feel like the skill gap is not there right now. So that's why I put Duchess in C. Oh my god. Mr. Bonkman. I've gotten carried one time by that in my playthrough. She is a S tier character. She's probably the best one of the better characters in this game. But the amount of times that I ran into her in most battles, utter trash. They die with their ult, and then they just yoink it. They doink it and yoink it somehow. This guy's going in B. This guy got carried one time, but I hate his ult. I hate his ult just coming out of nowhere. And I'm throwing a giant projectile, throwing a pot, or going all the way to top. And then on top of that, characters can still hit above the rock. And it just... What was the point of going for the rock then? Also, some weird glitches happened with my playthrough. Utter sadness when it comes to Mr. Raider here. But he does have some nice, like, kits with the bonk. The bonk sticks are good with him, the axes. But, I'll put him above the hawk. The revive lady. Did I even win with a character? Or, like, has somebody win with this? I'm skipping ahead. Alright, which lady? I've seen some crazy builds with the MP or MFP. But I haven't seen a crazy one. The character design is the most fan art, I would say. But, does that make you great? Her ability to do, like, what? Was it 10 or half? I don't know what that red ability does, so there's a lot of unknowns with this character. I didn't see a lot of mages, and when we did not successfully win, unfortunately. Oh, man. And this is a tier list based on my experience with the player base, for the most part, of how they used them. Like, Duchess has a high skill ceiling. This character, you should just be able to throw things, but I feel like they didn't. They didn't throw things. And when they use their ult, they die. So that, with my playthrough, it was worse than Duchess, to be honest. Revenant, she was a mixed bag. I will give her high B. She revived her squad. That was always nice. She had a bunch of summons. And a couple of them were okay. Didn't give us a clear win. Let me reorganize this. Yeah. Even though we won with the Birdman, I feel like the revives and stuff gave me way more souls and stuff. Oh man. That skeleton lad, not a single one to my knowledge, besides one, utilized the ability that the skeleton has the laser beam eye. So that was definitely a skill check during the week. And I believe most of the characters in this game are good. Like, the mage feels underwhelming and the bird feels underwhelming, but the rest of them, pretty good. This guy gets really annoying. You know, with the stone in the wrong hands. It doesn't tell you it does that. True, it doesn't tell you about the laser beam. But it's crazy. The laser beam goes goated. Oh, man. This is my final tier list of my playthrough. Not the character as a whole, my playthrough. I haven't played all the characters. Oh, man. If you have to pop your ult to use it, yeah. Like, if your squad's not going down, it's pretty nice to have the laser beam. But anyways. Arrow guy utterly smashed the game, in my opinion. I think out of the 4 bosses, utterly obliterated. So there's no revives for the laser to exist. Lol. Oh, man. Exactly. You sacrifice the revives for the laser. That's exactly what you do. And if your team's goated, it doesn't matter. You're just doing proxy damage, and you want to keep that ult going. That's what I feel like a lot of them don't use, is the ult enough. I actually want to see more ult play than not ult play, because you want to use your ults as many times as you want. And I feel like the most frequent ults, surprisingly, she actually goes down here with how much they gatekeep the ults. All characters are S tier. Including the witch. I haven't seen anything with the witch. Maybe her FP is just so crazy with the magic laser. Oh, man. Like, if there's a character that goes above the else, it's always the arrow shooter guy. Everyone else can go in probably A, but if there's a character that just feels like carries the team no matter what, it's the arrow guy. With my experience, I felt like everybody understand what the arrow guy was. Not many people play Magic. Yeah, And I've heard that magic builds can be the most broken thing in the entire game, but not a lot of people play them. Yeah. That's the whole thing. Which apparently, this magic character, if you, again, these are skill ceiling issues with this. These characters skill ceiling. These I feel are underwhelming at times. Like these three are skill ceiling. This guy is a skill ceiling big time, but also I feel like even with his ult, sometimes he just revived you, and that was funny. In act, you can one shot. Anyways, this is my tier list for now. This is the tier list 1. There's going to be DLC in this game, and will be surprised what they might do. Maybe the characters all stay the same, and I just get better with the characters, or what? Oh man, I feel like I've touched a nerve with some of these character choices, but I also did the perspective of my playthrough. Anyways, like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe.